Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, this is Kazu here with another Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak video. Today we're going to be covering some male layered armored sets. So I have used a character browser to switch my character to male and gone through quite a few layered armored sets, which I'm going to showcase to you guys today. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the sets. I'm going to be putting up what the actual layered armor components are going to be, as well as the pigmentations if you need to get the coloration down. So let's get straight into it. Now, as you can see on screen, we have 5 layered armored sets for you. So that's going to be our Mecha Valstrax, Mecha Magnamalo, and then we have the Dusk Knight, the Carrion Hellion, as well as the Carrion Knight. And these are just names I'm using so that I can refer to each armor set. But I think they're pretty cool looking, and I hope you guys are going to like them. So let's get started with our first armor set, the Mecha Valstrax. This is going to need the Valstrax helmet and braces, the Magmadron mail and coil, and then the Alacanth Krura, which is the boots, I believe. And pretty much it's just a very like Gundam futuristic armor set. Full covering, very cool looking. I think the coloration of the Magmadron armor actually does match up with the Valstrax pretty nicely. It's not the exact same color, but it's close enough that you don't really notice the difference too much when you're playing. So yeah, this is going to be a really great armor set for any of you guys who like the sort of Gundam aesthetic that you can get now in Monster Hunter Rise, which I'm actually quite a fan of. Next up, we have the Mecha Magnamalo layered armor set. So that's going to be using the Sinister Grudge helmet and gauntlets, which are from Sinister Magnamalo. You do need to hit MR 100 to unlock these apparel items. You're also going to need the Almadron Mail X and the Almadron Coil. So we're using the Master Rank Almadron chest with the High Rank Almadron Coil. And it actually looks quite different. It doesn't have these big metal flare things on the back for the Almadron Coil if you use the high rank version. So I think it looks a little bit cleaner on this version of the set. It is very similar to our Valstrax armor set. However, because we have the Sinister Magnamalo helmet, we look like a more badass sort of samurai character. So that actually does look more like an actual Gundam, at least in my opinion. And again, the coloration for this armor set, kind of with the legs, is going to be a little bit hard to get down. So I am going to include the pigmentations at the end of the video for those of you curious. And of course, this is going to be great with any of the Almadron weapons, which are, for the most part, pretty meta in terms of being the best water weapons. So you are going to find a pretty fair amount of different weapons that are going to be Almadron weapons, which you can use with this armor set. Next up is going to be the Dusk Knight armor set. So for this armor set, you're going to need the Gormagala helmet, the Seregios mail and greaves, and then you're going to need the Arc Van braces and coil. Those are going to be from Shigaru Magala. Now this has a more of a fantasy medieval look. The Gormagala helmet is just such an awesome looking helmet. It looks kind of like the Chaos Knight from Warhammer, or any of the Chaos Knights from Warhammer for that matter, which I'm quite fond of. And I do really like kind of matching the gold colors with the dark matte purple colors in this armor set. They actually go quite nicely together, and you can use this with whatever weapons you want. I'm using it with the Astalos hammer, which is skinned over my Tigrex hammer, using the Layer Any Weapon mod. But yeah, it's going to be a great looking armor set for pretty much everyone, so hope you guys like this one. And on to our next layered armored set, which is going to be the Battle Hellion. So this one is using the Barioth helmet as well as the Van braces and greaves, just because they have all of the same like kind of carapace texture. And then we have the Grand God's Pure Robe and the Kamurai Obi. So the Kamurai Obi is from the deluxe edition of Monster Hunter Rise, the base Rise edition. You can replace that with a different waistguard if you don't have the deluxe edition. And then the Grand God's Pure Robe is going to be from Furious Rajang. Actually, no, I think it's going to be from regular Rajang. Might have to double check me on that, but I think it is just from regular Rajang, so you don't need Furious Rajang. But either way, this armor set makes you look kind of like just a badass barbarian knight warrior. The Barioth helmet, really cool looking for Master Rank. And the Grand God's Pure Armor is just going to make you look so like beefy and have just massive shoulder pauldrons, which again, like if you played WoW, you probably are going to be a big fan of massive shoulder pauldrons. So I do actually like this armor set a lot too, and we're using it with the Aurora Somnicanth longsword, which kind of has a matching color, at least with the tannish carapace. So last but not least, we have the Carrion Knight armor set. And this is going to need the Malzeno helmet, the Pyre-Kadaki mail and coil, and the Shigar Magala vambraces and greaves. So, for those of you who don't know, again, the Shigar Magala vambraces and greaves are the arc armor pieces, and then the Pyre-Kadaki armor pieces are going to have this really nice kind of silvery blue and dark red coloration to them. So, we're going to be using the rest of the armor pieces to match that. The Malzeno helmet, also, you cannot change the metallic color of it, but it does look pretty similar to the Pyre-Kadaki color. So I think it works pretty nicely, and they mesh quite well together. This armor set is going to look great with any of the Malzeno weapons, because it has that same kind of coloration of the silver bluish color with the gold and dark red accents. So I think this is a pretty great armor set to close out with on the build. And now we're going to be showing the armor pigments for all of the armored sets I just showed on screen. If you have any trouble matching the color pigments with what you've seen previously in this video, then you can just check this section. I'll have the pigments up on screen for all 5 of the armor sets. And yeah, that's going to be it for the video. So just as some closing words, again, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you did find the information in this video helpful. There's going to always be more Monster Rise Sunbreak content to come. It has slowed down for the past few days just because I've been really busy with a lot of other things, kind of in life in general, and pretty much just waiting for Title Update 1. So once that comes out, we're going to be doing a lot more content on the channel, but there's still going to be frequent uploads, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.